11:12.
Point updated.
Well, here we go, folks. We are sitting here in Fowlers Bay, Peaceful Bay, and we are around this beautiful location of Peaceful. So, guys, here we are as we are looking back out across Peaceful Bay at the moment. There you go, that's Peaceful Bay now, looking down at Peaceful Bay itself. So an amazing location, guys. This is one of the most amazing beaches. As I shouldn't say that. So many here in West Australia, but this beautiful people, my friends, is one of the was basically the spot where I was brought up as a young whippersnapper. I'm just going to zoom into our house. Let's see if I can see it. We can probably just see the roof of our house in Peaceful Bay. There you go, that's it there, right centre screen. That's our house here in Peaceful Bay. So I'm just going to go zoom back out again and give you just the overall view of good old Peaceful Bay. Now look at the beautiful colour of this ocean here in Peaceful, and you can understand why I have a fascination with the ocean. Peaceful Bay, guys, was one of the spots, again, that I was brought up, raised. I swam many of a day down on that little beach here. The little rock that's closest in, this one right here, that there is Tom's Rock, folks, and that there is good old Elephant Rock right there. Many, many days we've been sitting there as a family and kids, swimming in this corner with my beautiful grandparents, Jack and Audrey Simons, and also my mum. That there, guys, is one of the most beautiful, spectacular caravan parks in the country. That is Peaceful Bay Caravan Park. That place is absolutely stunning. And that's what Grandad used to call the Pizza Shack, just that there, which is the sea rescue location, or the sea rescue here in Peaceful Bay. Looking around towards Peaceful Bay Inlet, there you go, as we now sneak out past all of this and just have a look back at good old Peaceful Bay. Now, I'm going to sneak around the corner here as we're going out over the ocean and looking at this beautiful spot as we're looking at the bunker, and we're going to take a really good view back at Peaceful Bay. It is a truly remarkable spot, guys. It really is. Nice to be home, and again, dealing with all the bullshit that we're dealing with is just astronomical. It really is. Thanks again to all the amazing people out there that have been again watching and following intently. There you go. Look at that. That's the bunger. It's where it breaks. Look at this. Isn't that just absolutely spectacular to see? This amazing wave breaking on that reef. And looking at it from here, it doesn't look very big, but it really is a beautiful, massive, big wave that potentially tomorrow we'll get some beautiful vision of, because the swell's coming up and it's going to be quite big tomorrow. So guys, there you go. That's the bunger. Here it goes. Going to fire now. There you go. Look at this. Whoa, look at that. Granddad used to sit there with me when we're sitting down on the beach, and we used to drool over this wave, the big tube, he used to call it. And as we're kind of looking out around the coastline here, folks, we're going to look at Peaceful Bay from a different angle again. Looking towards Kingy Rock out there. Many people been fishing out there. A lot of people have lost their lives on the coastline here in and around Peaceful Bay, folks. Rock fishing is a treacherous pastime that we have done as kids and used to do as kids. And we're looking back into Groper Bay. There's Groper Bay just down in that corner there. Absolutely spectacular location. Then we're going to come back along the deep beach, which we call Deepy. That's Deep Beach, just here, guys. That's the Deep Beach. As you're coming back along Deep Beach, guys, we are now coming back around Peaceful Bay. There you go. Look at Peaceful. Look at that. G'day, Fran. G'day, Jason. G'day, Di. G'day, Sue. G'day, Liz. G'day, everyone out there. Thought I'd give you a bit of a different view from the sky here at Peaceful Bay. As we're kind of flying back out along the coastline here, back in the past there has been whales in Peaceful. Maybe we can relocate our business to Peaceful Bay and be accepted into tourism here in Western Australia. Wouldn't that be nice to be welcomed into a spot? There's a car driving along the beach. Oh, look at that, with him running his dog in the morning. How cool is that? There you go. So guys, it is a beautiful spot. If we're looking out across the paddocks and the forests here in and on the southwest coast of Western Australia, it is again one of the spots that I have spent many of a day. Look at that beautiful kind of water, absolutely stunning. Many of a day here in Peaceful Bay, surfing along the beach here. There we go, the Peaceful Bay Inlet. Look at that beautiful river system. Look there, kind of fresh water from the land. Wonder if someone's surfing around there this morning. See a car there. Looks like somebody might be out in the surf there. Perfect day for surfing. There you go. There he is. A couple of surfers there up the coast, surfing on this beautiful beach. I was going to bring my surfboard along, but I didn't bring it. There you go. Look, as we're going around the coastline now to Quarram. It's Quarram Beach. Quarram, looking around the coastline, Quarram right around now. And then as we're moving right around to the end of Quarram, we'll start looking towards where Boat Harbour is. Wow, it's so windy out there. And then look at that coastline, that rugged, beautiful, sensational coastline here, and that rugged coastline in Western Australia. Boat Harbour in the distance there, folks. G'day Mark, g'day Garrett, g'day Raylene, how are you? So that's the coastline. Look at that, folks. Look at just how beautiful the southwest of Western Australia is. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful spot. Where the sea meets the bush meets the sea. Crystal clear waters of Western Australia, south coast of Western Australia. It really is an unbelievable location. Peaceful. You go back towards Peaceful as we're starting to fly back into the coastline here. Oh, you can really hear the ocean breaking in the distance as the surf is pounding on the beaches in the backdrop of Conspicuous and Rames Head. So yesterday I was lucky enough to be sitting here up on the hill here, where I could see some whales out in the distance. Plenty of whales out. Whoa, it's going to rain again today. Plenty of whales out in the distance. Humpback whales again, playing around in the distance, or migrating back to the sub-Antarctic region. So look at just how beautiful and clear that water is. It's absolutely stunning. I just wish, back in the past, being able to take Grandma and Granddad flying, showing them the beautiful waters that we have here in Peaceful Bay. Now look at that. Isn't that just absolutely spectacular? So guys, there's been I guess a lot of stuff going on in the last 24 hours. Stuff going on in the last 24 hours with a lot of hype and I guess media coverage. The 5AA radio this morning, there wasn't much on that. But one thing that we can say, state government, absolutely no idea. It really doesn't. Wow, look at that beautiful, look at the waters here. Isn't it just absolutely stunning? See if we can see any crayfish. Wow, absolutely beautiful. And one thing that I really love about the West Australian coastline is that the granite outcrop is one thing that I do miss. I really miss that kind of, again, that beautiful granite boulders and the granite rocks. It really is something pretty impressive. We don't see that so much in South Australia unless you're out on the islands. Again, with the islands, a lot of granite, sub-rock changing to limestone or sandstone caprock. But look at that. Isn't that just absolutely spectacular there, folks? Look at the colours there. Just going to change over and take a couple of photos. I'll take a couple of pics and I'll definitely post some of these. Be able to get a couple of really nice ones. Go. Camera mode are we in? We're in camera mode 1. Let's just bring this back a little bit. We'll take a couple of photos. There you go. So, for those that don't quite know where Peaceful Bay is, Peaceful Bay is situated. Peaceful Bay is situated 450 kilometres south of Perth. Is where Peaceful Bay is. It is in between Walpole and Denmark, or closer to Walpole than what it is to Denmark. It backs onto the forest. Well, forest, it is just all forest here. As you can see, most of the trees and the bushes that we're looking at, there you go, there's a little Peaceful Bay just sitting there. Most of the trees and the bushes you do get here in Peaceful Bay are what we call peppermint tree. As kids, I used to boil the leaves, or we just used to use them as whistles, which my kids do as well. But isn't that such a beautiful sight there? Again, completely unique, completely different to funnily enough, when we were kids, the southern right whales used to come in to Peaceful Bay, and I remember as a kid, a southern right whale used to sit around about here, just in this little corner. Not quite the location for whales, it's a little bit more turbulent. But look at that, real messy swell today, not a real big ground swell. There's the good old bunger. It's going to fire up in a minute. Look at this. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Wow, look at this one. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Isn't that perfect? That is just beautiful. I should be surfing. That's what I should be doing. Should be out there catching that wave, but I didn't bring my surfboard. Yeah, and then as kids, we used to, again, we used to go out and crayfish out around the area here. I'd never been so terrified in my life. Going out catching crayfish with him out here, pots out the back here. But look at that, beautiful swell lines. And tomorrow is going to be absolutely off its head. I think they're saying 4.5 metre swell for tomorrow. So potentially tomorrow we'll get the drone up and get some photographs of the bunger breaking. Yeah, anyway, what else is news? What else is news? Well, we've had, again, lots and lots of comments on the video or the posts. So the, over the last 24 hours, and I just that is out there that has been commenting and following again is just soul destroying and all the rest of the the stuff. It's again really difficult to focus on anything at the moment. It's been very trying. It really has. Here you go out the back there. That's Rames Head, folks. Rames Head at the back. There you go. Look at that. How beautiful is that, eh? Absolutely beautiful. And kids, we used to go up in that corner, right up in that corner, way over there. We used to call that the Skippy Patch. We used to go catch trevally. It's right up underneath that. If I had
Battery level is low.
Okay, there you go.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Anyway, going home and that's Peaceful Bay right there, folks. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that little live video this morning of Peaceful Bay. Thank you very much for, again, coming up and hanging out with me while we do a couple of live videos. And there we go. All right, folks, lots of love, peace, blue smile tails. I'll send some Peaceful Bay vibes to you, and thank you again for